Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, chances are, or someone you know, has taken the huge leap of leaving a toxic workplace. Or you've fantasized about it while binge-watching videos of others leaving their toxic jobs. As we all know, it takes incredible courage to walk away from a job that's draining you, even when you know it's the right choice. If you've ever left a toxic workplace, you know how draining it can be. But what people don't always talk about is what happens after you leave. You expect relief, joy, maybe even a fresh start, but sometimes those emotions don't come right away. Today we're talking about 5 unexpected things you might experience when stepping away from a toxic work environment, why they happen, and how to process them so you can truly move forward. Leaving a toxic job is a major life change, and like any big shift, it comes with a grieving process. Yes, even if that job was terrible, even if you couldn't wait to leave. You might find yourself cycling through denial. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Anger. I wasted so much time there. Or even sadness. What if I made the wrong choice? These feelings are totally normal. A workplace, even a toxic one, becomes part of your identity, your routine, and your sense of purpose. Walking away from that can feel unsettling. Tip: allow yourself to grieve. Feel all the feels. Journal your thoughts, talk to trusted friends, or even seek professional guidance if you need it. The only way out is through. When you leave a toxic workplace, you might expect to feel free, but instead, you feel lost. That job, no matter how unhealthy, gave structure to your life. It gave you goals, deadlines, and a reason to get up every morning. Suddenly, without that structure, you may start questioning your self-worth. If I'm not working 24/7, am I still valuable? The truth is, many toxic jobs condition employees to tie their worth to their productivity, and breaking that mindset takes time. But this isn't just about toxic workplaces. It's a cultural norm, especially in Western societies, where productivity is often seen as a measure of personal value. From a young age, we're taught that success comes from working hard, achieving more, and constantly proving ourselves. Phrases like hustle culture, grind mode, and no days off have become glorified mantras, pushing the idea that if you're not busy, you're falling behind. Stop now and comment below if you connect with any of these phrases. This mentality is reinforced in workplaces where employees are praised for working overtime, skipping breaks, or always being available, even at the cost of their mental health. When you finally step away from that, it can feel like an identity crisis. If work was your main source of validation, how do you measure your worth now? You might feel guilty for resting, anxious about not being productive enough, or even question whether you deserve time to recover. But here's the truth. Your value isn't based on how much you produce. It's based on who you are as a person, your experiences, your relationships, and the impact you make in ways that go beyond your job title. Learning to separate self-worth from productivity isn't easy, but it's a critical part of healing. Tip: focus on small, meaningful activities that rebuild your sense of purpose, whether that's setting personal goals, taking up a hobby, or even volunteering. Everyone tells you you must feel so relieved now. But what if you don't? It's frustrating when you expect happiness and instead you feel numb. Here's why. Your nervous system needs time to recalibrate. If you've been in survival mode for months or even years, your body doesn't immediately recognize that the threat is gone. It's normal to feel unsettled before relief kicks in. Tip: be patient with yourself. Healing isn't instant. Give yourself permission to rest, decompress, and adjust at your own pace. Even when you escape toxicity, it can stick with you in the form of self-doubt. Maybe you were gaslit into thinking you weren't good enough. Maybe you were constantly criticized, overlooked, or undervalued. That kind of treatment leaves a mark. You might catch yourself thinking, what if I'm not actually good at what I do? Or, what if my next job is just as bad? That's the toxic workplace living rent-free in your mind. Tip: challenge these thoughts. Remind yourself of your skills, strengths, and successes. Keep a folder of positive feedback or past accomplishments to rebuild your confidence. It's tempting to just shove the whole experience in a mental box and move on. But unprocessed pain doesn't go away. It just resurfaces later. Maybe in a new job, a relationship, or even your health. The best thing you can do? process it. That might mean therapy, writing letters you never send, or even just acknowledging the lessons you learned from that experience. Tip: ask yourself, what lessons have I gained from this? How do I want to be treated moving forward? What boundaries will I set in my next job? Processing your past is what allows you to step into your future with clarity and confidence. If you've left a toxic workplace, know that your emotions are valid, even the unexpected ones. Healing takes time, but you will find your balance again. If this video resonated with you, let's talk in the comments. What was the hardest part of leaving a toxic job for you? If you found this helpful, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next one.